Excellency, continuing our discussion before, we already talked about health sector and also defense and education sector. What about energy sector?
Well, energy sector is also a critical, I think, point of cooperation between Turkey and Indonesia. Actually, our companies, a Turkish state-owned company and state-owned company of Indonesia Pertamina, they signed a MOU. And that MOU creates an opportunity for the Turkish petroleum company, which will search oil and gas in Indonesia. As you know, Indonesia is rich in its natural resources, and of course energy is an important part of it. And also Indonesia is seeking alternative energies, clean and green energies. When you look at what Turkey has done in recent years on that front, it has improved its green energy, clean energy, using solar energy, wind, etc. I think this will be also shared by Turkey with Indonesia. And our state-owned company will come to Indonesia and try to explore gas and oil. And that company actually has done it in Turkey. In the eastern part of Turkey, they have now found out oil. Now we are extracting that oil. And in the Black Sea region, they have also explored gas. And now this gas is also used by the Turkish people. I think this cooperation will be an important area because both countries, I think, needs energy. Why we need energy? Actually, energy is mostly used by manufacturing industry. Many people think that energy is used for the lighting or for the warming up houses or cooling houses, but that is not the case. When you look at the consumption of energy, developing countries economically need more energy than anybody else, like India and China, for example. They need more energy. Why? Because they are manufacturing. They are developing their economy. And Indonesia is at the same stage, Turkey is at the same stage. That's why we need more energy exploration and less dependence, again, on other countries. I think Mr. Prabowo has set good targets for Indonesia. He said we will be self-sufficient in several years in terms of defense, in terms of, I think, energy, and also in terms of food. So this is, I think, important leadership promises by a leader, but you need to cooperate on these areas. And Turkey will be very pleased to cooperate in the energy sector, because as I said, we have also now having our nuclear energy power plants in Turkey. Now, one of them is about to be finished. The second will be also built. I think this is yet another area where both countries can cooperate.
And you also mentioned about our trade collaboration, and then we know that our trade sectors is very influenced by global volatility. And among this uncertainty, what can strengthen our trade agreement between our countries?
Actually, at the moment, as I have mentioned earlier, we have got only $3 billion trade volume between our countries, and we need to increase that volume to $10 billion. In order to do that, of course, we have to look at our policies, import and export policies. That's why at the moment, both countries are working on cooperation on the taxes, on the tariffs. And during the meeting between the two leaders, there was a proposal on the table. I think they will now pursue that, preferential trade agreement between the two countries. So this will, I think, also create a new momentum between Turkey and Indonesia so that we can improve our trade relations. And also, of course, when you look at the global developments in the world, there are some risks emerging, both globally and regionally. In order to address these sort of challenges, I think both countries have touched on these issues as well. From Indonesian perspective, when you look at the Indonesian exports, for example, Europe plays a less role compared to Southeast Asian nations. And Turkey will be a gateway for Indonesia, because Europe has a big purchasing power, but the trade volume between Indonesia and Europe is not quite large and quite big at the moment. That's why if the trade volume increases, it is not only coming to Turkey, but the Indonesian products will go much beyond Turkey. And also Turkey is also located in a critical region, just in the midst of North Africa, Middle East, Turkic states, nearby Russia and Iran. So there's a huge potential that if both countries can improve the trade links, it will be also in the interest of global trade volume.
What are Indonesian products that you think will create a good demand in Turkey?
Oh, that's a good question, I think, because, as I said, Turkey is growing. We need technology, we need raw material as well. I think from both sides, what we see today, there is a growing interest in the products of Indonesia, like automotive industry, textile industry. These are all important issues. And also palm oil is yet another big, I think, commodity that Turkey buys from Indonesia. So there are plenty of, I think, potentials. And as I said, it is not only that Turkey as the destination country for the products of Indonesia, but as I said, from Turkey, all the products might go to other regions like the Balkan region, Central Asia, and North Africa.